It all started with a dame. It always starts with a dame. When Santino's son Fetterland received an unexpected visitor, he had no idea the trouble coming his way. Chicken Police, Painted Red by developer The Wild Gentleman, is a noir story-driven game about two clucking chickens caught up in a case that will take them all over Clawville. The case, you say? How about a case involving mob boss named Ibn Wessler and his girlfriend Natasha Katchenko? After Natasha receives the threatening messages, she reaches out for the help of the famous Chicken Police. Sonny isn't exactly a part of the Chicken Police force at the moment and is soon to be retired. Yet he can't refuse the case, but he knows going it alone would be way too dangerous. It wouldn't be easy because of their past, but Sonny asked Marty McChicken to join him for one last time.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Chicken Police is heavy with dialogue, with its point-and-click style to help the two detectives investigate their surroundings. You will have the chance to meet a plethora of characters, all coming to you as different animals. When interacting with other characters, you will quickly get a description of them, and then if able, you can have a little chat. You see, some folks might be worth talking to in order to help move the case along, while others help develop a backstory. If the person of interest is important to the case, you can ask them questions or possibly interrogate them with a slew of questions. Make sure to check out your menu, as you can find information on suspects, places, and even dig into your bag to find clues you might have picked up along the way. Or you might just find a bent cigarette in there. Who knows?
All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me.
It's an absolute delight to dig into a character's mind and pull out the information needed. You must be careful, though, because if you ask the wrong questions, the suspect might not cooperate with the investigation. You should notice quickly how well put together the dialogue is in Chicken Police. Of course, it only gets better with the incredible voice acting. Each character in the game jumps out of the screen and gives you a performance to be proud of. Not only that, but the development of the characters is outstanding. Add in the humorous dialogue, which sometimes can be borderline crude, and you have yourself a well thought out story.
Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Things move fast in Clawville, my dear. Things move real fast. There are more than 30 places for you to visit, each having an integral part to the story. This is where things can get a little tricky, though. Taking certain paths can lead you to different characters or change the outcome of the story. The game does want you to make your own decisions and live with those consequences. Make sure that if you want to visit a location, that you do it before moving on with the main story, as it might lock said location afterwards.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently.
The voiceover work is only amplified by the beautiful visuals. People might be turned off by the title Chicken Police, but it isn't all about the chickens. There are plenty of other animals involved in the making of the game, and I was blown away by how great they look. Each new setting not only introduces you to a fantastic characters, but brings with it a stunning backdrop. As I've said before, in these type of games, you can really tell the care and love put into a game with how the backdrop is presented on the screen. It's amazing, and kudos to the devs. Of course, I couldn't say all this without acknowledging the brilliant cutscenes in the game as well. You will find yourself experiencing drama, action, in some tantalizing situations. I could watch Natasha on stage over and over again. Meow.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just give us some.
As you progress in the game, you will also get the chance to piece parts of the investigation together with clues and suspects you have found. As the gritty Sonny Featherland narrates each choice you make, the puzzle becomes a little clearer. But you must remain sharp because in Clawville, not everything is as it seems. A word of advice from a couple of hard-boiled detectives: search each scene thoroughly, as you never know what might be a clue. Chicken Police Painted Red not only exceeded my expectations, but blew me away with a clucking good story. I love discovering a new character and getting to know more about them. The noir style is perfectly balanced with its dialogue and music. It did feel that the story dragged a tad towards the end, but that was only because I had figured out what was happening probably a little earlier than I should have. Also, some of the controls felt a little weird when trying to do things like dial the telephone or aiming the gun. These are minor hiccups in a stellar story with a wonderful cast of characters. Honestly, it was difficult for me to find any flaws with this game. If you enjoy noir story-driven games and don't mind the point-and-click playstyle, then I highly recommend picking it up. The legendary duo of the Chicken Police will live on, and the game itself has easily become one of the best indie titles released this year. Thank you to everyone who watched my review, and I hope you find it a little humorous, kind of like the game. I wanted to do something a little bit fun with this one, as I very much enjoyed it, and the humor really cracked me up. So if you are looking for a great game to play with the noir style, black and white, all that. I know my voice probably didn't sound like that. I probably sound like a redneck or something. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed it. It's a great game, and as always, Indie on Bra.